You alright, lads? This is the GeordieJedi here. Back. Just gotten back from the match against Liverpool and we won again. 1-0. This was the match when everybody had a funny feeling about that we were going to win. Basically, we went into Liverpool match and we were confident. Before we went in, personally I felt more like a draw, but a lot of people were thinking that actually a win's possible. Yeah, it really is possible, and we got the win. Throughout this fixture in the Premier League, I don't think we've never had a goalless draw. Possibly a draw, well, probably a draw, but it's never been goalless. So, this for the first half, personally, I probably would have had it down for a goalless draw. Although both teams looked decent, were passing it around nicely. Both teams, everyone was passing it around nicely. We didn't look dangerous. We had a couple of chances, but from Newcastle point of view, unfortunately, after I'd say about maybe into 30th minute, 30 plus minutes, unfortunately overtime got injured. We assume he pulled something because it didn't look like a foul when I was watching it. I don't think he was fouled. I think he just had a bit of a tussle. He was fighting for possession, but it wasn't a foul either way. It was weak, and I think he just pulled something. I don't know how long he's out for. The fact that they got the stretcher on the pitch, and he basically got off the pitch first, and then they sent the stretcher around to pick him up. It doesn't bode well. Also, when I saw him go past, because I was in the Lee's end, he didn't look comfortable. I think he was in real discomfort, so I hope he gets better. Then Aaron's come on. He went left wing, and Miobi went right wing. It was kind of like for like in a sense, basically because Aaron's is a bit pacey and a bit skillful as well. He's in generally better form, but it was pretty much like for like. On the 18th minute, something I should point out, I believe that they did a specific in memoriam, because of course it'll be Remembrance Day. They did the minutes clap also for Gutierrez, and something I liked was that A, Liverpool fans joined in, and B, after that they started singing, Newcastle, Newcastle, as in the Liverpool fans did it, is a mark of respect. That was really nice. Out of all the fans, apart from our own, personally, I've always liked Liverpool fans. They're always much nicer. If you go Liverpool away, you can go out and have a drink with them afterwards. They don't, even if you win, it's not a big deal. They're nice people. But onto the match. First half finished 0-0. Looked decent. Cisse didn't have much chance. The referee had a really dodgy game. Because there were so many simple mistakes. There was a foul throw because Sterling, I think it was, threw the ball down, which is a foul throw in of itself. There was a couple of free kicks. I mean, there was a moment when this might be possibly in the second half, so actually I'll get onto that later. Second half came out. Perez came on for Cisse. Decent substitution, I thought, from Pardew. Perez wasn't going to win as many aerial battles, so long as we stopped doing the long ball up top, Perez was going to be in a better position to do something with it. As it happens, we didn't stop the long balls over the top, still tried it. Perez didn't win any of them. But, meh. Anyways, basically in the second half, what happened was there was a couple of moments when, I think it was Janmat. Janmat got tackled by one of their players, I don't remember who. Then, obviously, we put in a bit of a tackle back that ours looked decent. Balotelli came over and really pulled on the shirt. Obviously, ref gave fuck all for it. And then Janmat came in and he just took him out. Basically, knee into the stomach, going for the ball, and took Balotelli out. That was hilarious. Nobody cared about the fact it was a yellow card. It was going to happen. Everyone knew it was a yellow card, but Janmat took Balotelli out, and that was hilarious because it was fucking Balotelli. And then a little bit after, the bitch thought he got nutted in the head by Colaccini, and he laid down, and the ref didn't give anything. In fairness, but to be honest, that was about the only good decision he made. apart from a odd couple of free kicks that were right, but they had to be blatant to give it to Newcastle. If it wasn't blatant, it wasn't going to Newcastle. Then, 74th minute. After that, we started looking better on the counter-attack, especially with Cabella on and Perez and Sissoko and everybody. We looked better on the counter-attack than we did on the normal attack. Sissoko ran forward, beat a few people, tried to thread a ball through to the right to Cabella. Didn't get there. Skirtle intercepted, but Perez was right in front of Skirtle. And the ball was right in front of Skirtle, but Perez reacted quicker and he just smashed it right in front of Mignolet, and it was brilliant. Personally, I think this was about the time when everyone was feeling as the same as I did. It was going to be a 0-0 draw. No, Perez made sure of that. Simple finish. Just it came at such an extreme moment, because as soon as Skirtle put that foot in, everybody was thinking, this move's over. No, Perez, boom, some power. Obviously, war went wild because first we beat Leicester, get our first win of them. Fair enough, Leicester, not a big deal. Tottenham, that was a big deal. Beating Tottenham, we'll beat Man City on Wednesday, and then we're winning against Liverpool. We did beat Liverpool. We're winning against Liverpool, so we went wild. Then things got a bit of squeaky bum time, so to speak. Then obviously we're all watching, I personally was saying every time Tim Krul got the ball, don't be afraid to hold it up, and in fairness, he did. Then, after a bit of luck and a bit of tigerish play from Perez, we got the ball and there was only one defender, but Perez and Cabella were up front. Perez threaded through to Cabella back to Perez, ran on a bit, then back to Cabella, and then Cabella took it on himself. He went left-footed, went for the left side of Mignolet just got a foot to it. I was speaking to my mate about it, and obviously he was complaining that, Cabella should have done better, and he should have done. But let's be honest, if he did exactly the same thing, and Mignolet didn't get his foot to it, there would be no complaints. So, Mignolet, it was good goalkeeping. Mignolet knew precisely what Cabella was going to do. Personally, I'd have been a bit cheeky and I'd have packed back to Perez, and Perez finished it off, but Cabella, needs confidence boost. Nearly got it. Didn't happen, unfortunately. After that, we had a couple of chances on counter-attack, but it was mostly Liverpool. Then, 3 minutes, thought I was about right. Whistle went, 1-0. This put up to 9th for the time being, until obviously the scores come in from the next games. We'll have to wait and see about that. Man of the match, very tough one. Personally, I felt like giving it to Steven Taylor. Mainly because defensively he put in a couple of blocks, decent interceptions, some decent ball up, Could have went to Colaccini, could have went to Janmat, could have went to Colback. Any one of those four I think deserved it. Because Perez got the goal and he did some decent counter-attack movements, but he only had 45 minutes. If he had the full 90, I would have given it to Perez. Aarons looked decent, but not as explosive as Man City or previously. Sammy Amiobi looked alright, but made odd mistake. Sissoko again made some decent movement. He was always involved, but always made a couple of mistakes as well. Personally, I'm going to go Steven Taylor. Whoever you think is man of the match, put in the comment section below. Because trust me, I'm not 100% certain on Steven Taylor. I just think he had a good game and he's the only one I can pick out. Hopefully, we'll have a good result against West Brom away, and I'll be back obviously covering that for you. This has been the GeordieJedi. Leave a like if you can, it really helps. It really does, you'd be surprised. Subscribe for more videos, especially if you're a Geordie fan. I'd like to get me videos out to more people. I do this for fun, but it's always nice. I'd love to break the 100 subscribers mark, for example. May the force be with you.